Hello, welcome to the login node. This is Will. Today, let's talk about some package management strategy for HPC. You log in, you are excited to run your code, so you load a Python module and type pip3 install numpy and hit enter. Nice, it starts installing. It installs packages in your home directory. So everything's good, right? Well, yes and no. It will work for the first time you install it. However, as soon as you switch the Python version or add multiple packages, they will become a headache. So, how can you install a package on HPC then? Let's find a good practice for HPC environment. Let's imagine an HPC cluster as a restaurant kitchen, and the system Python is a fridge. You can start adding food items in different shelves. You kept meats on the top shelf, fresh veggies in the second shelf, and drinks on the lower shelf. As you keep buying more and more stuffs, you'll realize that one shelf is not big enough to hold everything you want. So, you'll start mixing up your shelves. This will soon become a huge problem. So, how do we prevent this issue? You should keep different types of items in different fridges. One for meats, one for veggies, and another one for drinks. There are two main tools to make these separate fridges, Conda and vinv. You may ask, which one should I use? Here's a rule of thumb. 1. If you're doing AI, deep learning, or science, use Conda. It handles complex binary libraries like CUDA for you. 2. If you're doing pure lightweight Python, vinv is faster and lighter. Let's learn both at the same time. Currently, we are on a login node, so we need to first submit an interactive job. Type srun pty/bin/bash. Okay, we are now on a compute node. We usually load a module like Miniconda or Anaconda. In this case, we have a Miniconda 3. Let's load it first. Module load Miniconda 3. Now, pause everything. We need to talk about a dangerous trap. When you install Conda or read online tutorials, they often tell you to run Conda init. Please do not run this on HPC. Why? Conda init modifies your bashrc file, your startup script, to automatically activate the base environment every time you log in. This sounds convenient, but on HPC, it can cause a lot of problems. It often breaks open on-demand apps like Jupyter Hub or RStudio. Oh no, I already ran it. My prompt says base when I log in. Am I doomed? No, you can fix it. Run this command, conda config -- set auto activate base false. This tells Conda, I have the tools, but don't turn them on until I ask. If that doesn't work, open your bashrc file and comment out or delete the code block that Conda added. Then, instead of conda activate, you can use source activate environment name. This is actually the safest, old school way that never fails. Now, we can create an environment and install a package. Type conda create -n myconda python equals 3.12. Conda is asking, do you want to proceed? Type Y. It downloads Python and set up the fridge. For venv, we'll load a specific Python module we want to use. Let's load a default Python module. Then type python3-m venv myvenv. Venv is much faster. It's already done. Now we have conda on top and venv on bottom. I'll show you commands for both side by side. So the fridges are ready, but we're still standing in the kitchen. We need to open the fridge door. For conda, type source activate myconda. For venv, type source myvenv/bin/activate. Did you see both prompt changes? Now you are in. You have superpowers. You can install anything. On top, let's do conda install scikit-learn. Conda is great because it installs scikit-learn and all the required packages match your system. It saves you so much pain. Quick note, you can use pip inside the conda too, but try conda install first for big libraries. For venv, pip install pandas. Pip works great too. One last tip before you go. One day, you might get a disk quota exceeded error, even though your environment is small. Why? Because conda and pip keep a copy of every file they download in a hidden cache folder. This can easily grow to 20 or 30 gigabytes. You need to take out the trash. The proper way? Conda clean --all. Or pip cache purge. More powerful option. If your disk is 100% full, the commands above might fail, or they might not properly delete all the cache. In that case, you have to use the force rm-rf /.conda/packages/* or rm-rf/.cache/pip/**. Don't worry, this deletes the installers, not your actual installed environment, so it is safe. Finally, if you want to exit from the environment, you can use deactivate command. For conda, you can type conda deactivate. And for venv, you can use simple deactivate. You now have your own private workstation. You know how to create it, how to avoid the init trap, and how to keep it clean. In the next video, we'll wrap up the basics with some troubleshooting tips. Thank you. See you next time.